Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining this month's Troubleshoot.sh meeting. We got a pretty small audience, but we also got a really interesting topic to talk about today, and that is going to be a new implementation that is either, is it already ready or is it on the way soon? But either way, we're going to clarify that in the meeting. SBCTL, created by Dimitri. Dimitri, I don't understand it at all. Can you tell me a little bit about it and what it does?
Well, it basically creates a sort of a fake Kubernetes API server, and it takes data from a support bundle collected by Troubleshoot,
Hmm?
and it creates a kubectl file for it with the correct context, and then you can run kubectl commands against the support bundle. So you could do things like get nodes and describe nodes and get pods and describe pods. And it's, of course, limited to the data that's collected, and a few things aren't working quite yet, namely custom resources, but it's a lot nicer way to inspect support Kubernetes resources than to try to parse those JSON files that are in support bundle. It's a more native way of doing it, I think.
Interesting. Okay. So, like, what's do you feel comfortable talking about what's not working quite yet? Because last time I saw you do a demo, like it was already working pretty awesome.
It works pretty awesome. I gotta say, it works pretty awesome. Uh, I don't know. It doesn't support certain objects like resource quotas and secrets and I don't know, disruption budgets, mm, maybe some compatibility issues, but generally it works. Yeah. Like,
Okay, cool. So, if I wanted to try it out, like, is it available yet, or like, are you still like working out a few bugs?
no, it's available. It's got a release made 8 days ago. So maybe we'll fix a few more bugs and make another release. But yeah.
Nice. And also, like, if I wanted to fix some of those bugs myself, if I were capable of doing such a thing, which we both know that I'm not, that's an option too, right? Since it's open source.
Absolutely. It's open source, public repo, SBCTL under replicated HQ, just like Troubleshoot. It needs tests. There's a README that shows how to use it. It's a good place to start.
Nice. Okay. All right. I'll make sure to put a link to the SBCTL down in the YouTube video description for anybody that's catching up later, which I'm sure is going to be all of you. Thanks for joining, by the way. Um, so that's really exciting. How long did it take you to build?
I don't know, about a week.
Wow. That's pretty incredible. Um, I'm always amazed at how quickly like you go from concept to like semi-finished project when it comes to coding
I
and things.
It was something I wanted to do for actually years now, and it was just fun to work on. I was just excited to get it done.
Cool. All right, awesome. And um, that is an interesting segue into a conversation about a new team that is going to be doing things like that. Um, that Chris was talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, so I mean, it's our support team. We all take rotations on it, so it's really our entire team just taking turns,
mhm.
improving troubleshoot and all the troubleshoot tools, things we need to troubleshoot things uh, to make our lives easier.
Yeah. I mean, that's the entire point of the project, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, I'm not even sure if there'd be a way to do something similar with pre-flight because pre-flight it's pre-flight. Like it's extremely clear and straight to the point. But have you thought about building any side tooling for pre-flights also?
Uh, Pre-flights are funny. No, not really. Pre-flights are more like, should I proceed with this or not? You know, troubleshoot is for like, yep, I done messed up.
True. Yeah. It goofed up and now you need to fix it. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's pretty cool. Thanks for like giving a little overview of SBCTL. Hopefully, maybe would you consider doing a live demo in our next community meeting?
Yeah, sure, we can do demo. It's a very bare bones binary, very simple development environment, very simple demo.
You know, simple is always good. There is no need for
Yeah,
something to be more complex than it needs to be.
e-
Like it just needs to work, and it
exactly,
works fine.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. So, is there anything else that you'd like to discuss that's related to troubleshoot or open source or anything?
Uh, Not really. It's like, well, now that we have this tool to examine support bundles better, I think maybe we should consider adding more uh, Kubernetes resources to support bundles. The downside of that is going to take longer to collect. The upside, you'll have more insight, more information. So I expect we'll be doing some more work in that respect in troubleshoot.
Nice.
In fact, I will do it when it's my turn to be part of that team.
Indeed, indeed. I'm trying to think of a clever way to bring up the support team that's being built and how that is what support is inside of Replicated versus like support like doing phone calls and dealing with angry customers. You'd be building open source tools to make like
No, it's the
troubleshooting
same.
easier.
It's the same thing. Like I built this when it was my support week. So between the calls with the customers, I was working on this.
That's incredible. That's super incredible. Um, all right. Um, Well, I guess this would be the point where we would go to open floor since there's nothing else on the agenda. But I don't really have anything for open floor except for like KubeCon is coming up, and we're doing a workshop on troubleshoot. That is going to be a lot of fun. So if you are attending KubeCon, I sincerely hope that you will sign up for that workshop because it's going to be a joy. Um, there's probably going to be some schemy hero stuff also. Dimitri, are you doing anything KubeCon this year or KubeCon EU this year?
I haven't planned anything yet.
Haha. Okay.
I gotta say, last year was a little disappointing. So I don't know. I'm being careful.
So no comment. But I'm hoping that this year, now that outside is open again, is going to be a little bit more eventful, specifically Detroit, because that's the one that I'm going to. So,
uh, yeah, it's definitely like not having presenters be there in person that really took away a lot.
yeah, definitely. I mean, sure, the crowd was a little bit more intimate, but I mean, it's not KubeCon if there aren't thousands of people in every room stepping on each other's feet.
It's true. It was more intimate, but it was still a huge space. It was mostly empty. It took away from being intimate too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we did get like a very, very in-depth overview of Longhorn for those 3 days that we were tied to that booth. But yeah,
Yeah.
um, I don't know. But that is pretty much all I've got for open floor. Any open floor topics that you'd like to discuss?
No, I don't have any.
All right. Well, I guess that is it. I've wasted enough of your afternoon. Thank you so much, Dimitri, for like joining the meeting, and also thank you for using your support week to build an entirely new tool set for troubleshoot because those JSON files really were a nightmare or are a nightmare to look through if you're
Yeah.
not familiar with it. And thank you all for joining, watching this later on, like taking a few minutes out of your time to check up on the troubleshoot project. We've got some exciting things happening this year that are coming down the pipeline, and I hope that you will stay tuned to check those out. Um, and we will see you in, I believe, 3 weeks because I am posting this super late. But thank you for joining, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Dimitri.